This is long session trading for NQ. The I looked to buy there already. I pointed it out. Nice displacement. There's a good start to start taking up entry. I pointed out the macro. This entry right there, I saw it there. That's a fake buy breakout to run against stop, and inside the inefficiency is expected. So clean movement to the upside is expected. That's why I pointed out. Sorry. Just like that, started giving that clean movement to the upside I was expecting, but I was too slow. I couldn't quickly place the trade on my phone. I wasn't quick enough to respond. As I noticed, I didn't respond fast enough. So price kept closing in and closing in on my first partial. At this point in time, if I'm being honest, I felt like, why did I miss this trade on my live account? A trade that I saw on paper. Let me just take it on my live account. It just went off without me. I was too slow. It refused to retrace. It kept going one straight shot up. It wasn't annoying for me. I wasn't annoyed. It's just that I saw this trade and I wanted to take it. I had a good stop loss. I had good everything. But it didn't give me exactly what I want. So this is me marking out the implied dealing range to know where I am from the grand scheme of things. Because nowadays I keep getting lucky. Oh God. I just keep getting lucky. Keep catching trades. Daily. I think it's daily. In fact, I catch one good trade each day. So there is me trying to buy with that wick. I was trying to buy with that wick there. So I was like thinking, I'm taking a lit entry. I'm going to allow for a good stop loss. And that's me placing my stop loss right there. At 10 cents. Targeting 50. Price refused to trigger my stop loss. Look at that. Look at what XNES is doing. Failed to trigger my stop loss. It was just there unresponsive, so I had to close it manually. At 15 cents loss. So I had to be flexible. Otherwise, too much loss. I have no idea why I'm yawning when I'm not stressed out. I'm not tired. Okay, my position. I think I'm still in a very bad position. Let me sit up. That's the reason why I'm yawning. Makes perfect sense. Okay. Said I'm not letting I'm listening today is not to. Today I miss an entry. It's best to wait for another fake buy breakout and a run against stop. Yes, true. Because it occurred there. Another fake buy breakout and a run against stop occurred there. So if I was a little patient, I would have gotten it. And if not, it could run to my target because anything I'm doing is low probability as seen. Waiting would have been more beneficial. Price was consolidating for a while there, making people think, oh, is he going to sell? Is he going to buy? Is he going to sell? See what it is doing. This is a point where traders become confused and they start making some hasty decisions. Either they look at it like it's looking like he wants to sell, they rush in and sell. I think that's what most people will do. If he doesn't want to buy, he wants to sell, they rush and sell. I pointed out that it has not given me my first partial yet. It's just dancing around. Alright there. That's it right there, giving me my first partial. to be very patient today. Today my my patience today is beyond. Well, I've always been patient, but today I stayed. Especially during New York. Stayed weather, very boring trade. Like the whole trade process was just boring and it wasn't even really moving or giving anything. But look at that beautiful, lovely respect for that FVG volume imbalance that I marked out and placed my stop loss below it. Price came pretty close to my stop loss, but now it held its ground. It held price up. That's me pointing out. Okay, this is me pointing out that with this back and forth price action, it will be wiser to offload the bulk of the position at this partial. Yeah, offloading the bulk of the position at this partial will be wiser and leaving the rest to run. Full profit target. Because when price begin to do this meandering around, I see it as price being strangled. It's being prevented from moving. So which means price is being strangled to move a lot as much as it is supposed to. So if it's not going to move as much as it is supposed to, I want to be offloading my entry early. That's how I'm thinking about it. I want to offload my entry early. I've removed my implied delay range. Sweet delivery to my partial there. I think to partial is about over 2:1. That's nice. That's good reading. At this point, I would have been scooping 20 cents with 5 cents risk and then leaving the order to run. Because I was going to reach 5 cents, which is 10 cents for that stop loss. But because I didn't get the entry I wanted, I had to allow for a more forgiving entry, which made it end up stopping me out. But as seen, my entry is still valid on paper. It's still valid on paper, and my stop loss too is still valid on paper. It's not being stopped out on paper, even though I've been stopped out on the mini live account, which we're still going to $5. That thing is just wasting its time. I laugh. No, for sure. Like I have 100% clarity. I have no doubt in my heart I will get to get the account up to $5 soon, real soon. Might be this week. I wonder. Is it going to be this week? Or is it going to be next week? I have no idea. Let's watch. I'm just having fun. I don't care. Genuinely don't care. Beautiful. Look at that inefficiency there. At that point in time, I was thinking about the inefficiency supporting price to the upside. That was what I was thinking about. And look at the implied range. So that's very good to stack another entry for pyramid. For pyramid entry is the CE of the of the implied daily range, not daily range, implied daily range. That's another good point of entry. Placing stop loss below the old low, that was okay. And then anything after that, anything above that or more, I'm not interested again for entries. Look at the high of that higher time inefficiency. This is working it right now at the point. Beautiful. Beautiful there. And this is where I look to offload the whole position before it gets to my target.